Mm-hmm.
Suffice to say that it took me a while. There were many stages. पहले तो मुझे अपना डर ही खुद दूर करना पड़ा. I had to
Right.
first figure out how not to be afraid to do a film like this, and that took a
Yeah.
little while.
Yeah.
After I was able to get away, get over my own fear, then the next stage was to realize that I was not quite Guru myself and I did not know him well enough. So the
Mm-hmm.
next stage was to try and do a lot of emotional research to try to get as close as possible to his mental state, because what I realized was that I was still, even though I had felt a certain sexual repression or an inability to express myself, but I was still a privileged person. I used to live in a back then in Delhi in Patparganj in a 3 BHK with a
Mm-hmm.
room of my own at least. मुझे वो दरवाजा लॉक नहीं करने दिया जाता था, पर्दा अटकाना पड़ता था, बट फिर भी मैं रहता तो था एक कमरे में. बट जिस जिस तबके की मैं बात करना चाह रहा था, द बॉयज दैट आई वांटेड टू टॉक अबाउट दैट आई हैड सीन अराउंड मी, they were boys that were living 4 5 family members in one room. So I realized that I don't quite understand that mental space. So I had to figure out ways to recreate that emotional space for myself. And once I did, like for example, I've spoken about this before also. I started going to some sex chat rooms. Sometimes I was
Yeah.
posing as a girl. Sometimes I was posing as a boy. Sometimes I was even trying to be myself, just to feel like what I was feeling, what was going on in my gut, in my heart, in my head. I was trying to understand all of that.
Mm-hmm.
तो वहां से जब धीरे 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 this exercise plus a host of other exercise which will get too long to speak about, once I started doing all of that, that's when I realized what the rhythm of this film is, what his mental state is, और उसका mental state किस song पे बचता है, right? What is the rhythm, what is the music of his mind or the lack of
Yeah.
it. Once I
Yeah.
got that, then the real writing of the film started. Then I knew, okay, फिर द नेक्स्ट स्ट्रगल वाज, अच्छा ठीक है ये तो मिल गया, बट what is the context for this film, like why should other people watch it? So then I started thinking about what is the new lens on sexuality that I can bring, which is when the
Mm-hmm.
whole idea of space came in.
Yeah.
And once I discovered that, then I knew, okay, there's an interesting film here which no one has really looked at sexuality through this lens abhi tak. So yeah,
Yeah.
so it happened gradually, it happened in multiple stages.